YouTube land, what's good? It's your boy B Hurt, aka Brian, aka Prince, aka PB, aka Prince Vegeta without the hating, aka if you don't know me, future FGC commentator named B Hurt. I go by B Hurt, you know what I'm saying, like Prince, or whatever you want to call me. Anyway, we're here to talk about Dreamhack Montreal. So show us love to Brazil, show us some love to Street Grand Battle 2018 real quick. In Brazil, the Treta Championship, first place went to Chemo, Berlino took second, Shalex took third, Preda took fourth, Destroyer took fifth, the Starter took fifth as well, Dark took seventh, and Choo Choo took seventh as well. And then for the Street Grand Battle 2018, Phenom took first place, Machibo took second, Big Bird took third, Momai took fourth, Will Tupac took fifth. That's a godlike name. Nexo took fifth as well. John Ding, yes, John Ding, the godlike Tekken player for UYU. Yeah, him, ever heard of him? Yeah, he took seventh with Cammy. Yeah, he did play Cammy, so everybody might hate him for that. But I definitely think. Well, let me know, because I just got back into Tekken. I'm going to get Soul Calibur 6. And I'm just going to get back into that swing of playing 3D Fighter. So let me know if it's easier to transition from a 3D Fighter to a 2D Fighter or vice versa. Let me know. I think it's the 3D Fighter to the 2D Fighter, so I'm guessing John Ding's going to be an SCR. Don't be surprised if he gets at least top 33. I can see it. He might be in the Capcom Cup. You know how the points are being distributed. And Hurricane took 7th as well. But enough about the other events. Let's get into the Dreamhack Montreal event. And Mr. Canada, Justin Wong took first place. Brought out the Karen. You know, the Monot looks good as ever. The standing fierce is just so scary. Like, it's literally so scary. Justin Wong is one of those players where he'll usually like to keep the orb and just abuse that standing fierce. Because, I mean, it's so good. And I just love the fact that if you take 3 of the top players, you take Sako, you take Infiltration, you take Justin Wong, and all 3 of them can have a different Monot. And you know, it's because if you look at Ken's or you look at other characters, you could have. There's definitely 3 people who play. Like I would say, Brian F and Smug kind of play a different Balrog. I would say like Chris Tatarian and Jones Arcade played different. Ken, Haitani and Tokido play different, but they're similar in some ways. Monot's a character where you could literally play her with just the orb. You could play her without the orb. You could play her with the setups and V-Trigger 1 and just use all the other orbs that you get. It's dope to see, and it's a great thing for Justin Wong that he picked her up and he's playing well. And she just got a new costume. I think he won with that new costume. It's like a maid costume or something like that. Took first place. And the funny thing about me calling him Mr. Canada, the only reason why I say that is because Justin Wong, I think he finished 5th. I want to say, I have it right here. Yeah, 5th last year in Canada Cup. But ever since then, he's won every Canada event. Now, if you're like, oh, B heard you lying. No, he won the Capcom Cup Master Series this year. He's won Toryukin this year. He just won Dreamhack Montreal this year. If he wins on my birthday, October 28th, PayPal is Brian Hurd, ii17@gmail.com. Early birthday gift. If he wins on my birthday at Canada Cup, he won every Canada event this year. That's insane. That's crazy. Could you imagine just winning every like USA event, or say every like UK event, or Brazil event, or Puerto Rico, or Dominican, you know what I'm saying, Latin American event, every Japan event? Could you imagine that? That would be crazy. It's just, one, you got to go to every event, but 2, that's insane. And then it ties into second place with Ghost Knuckle Deuce, taking second place. He added a new member to the list. You know, I always said that if I had to play like a person's set of teams, just because how the game is, I would always want to play Knuckle Deuce's team. I do like Cammy. Hate me if you want. I I would play Guile if I could play charge characters, and I love playing Mika. And except now that I think about that list, I would add G to that list because I do like G a lot, especially the Q costume. GQ. But he added Jury. And I think Jury plays Monat well. That's what Say Jam and Yipes were saying on commentary. And my only thing is, I don't know the Florida scene. I don't even know who just our number who's training partners are. So I don't know if he plays online a lot. I don't know if he plays offline. Obviously he plays offline, but I don't know how that matchup really goes. You know what I'm saying? I think the best person that would really give you insight on that matchup is someone who plays both at exceptionally low level, a la Infiltration. But I don't know. So he was definitely giving Justin Wong some problems, and he had a lot of success. But I feel like that was like kind of maybe if he did it at winners finals and he would have got more information, I think he would have played that even better. But who knows? Maybe we'll see. Because SCR is this weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's the premiere event. So if these two bound to run into each other again, I definitely think Knuckle Dude would have better understanding of the matchup. And it's not like Knuckle Dude can't learn a character and be good with the character. He could probably make Jury work. It's just going to take some time, especially in tournament settings against someone like Justin Wong, who's patient and is neutral and footsies are godlike. That's what he like takes pride in. Is neutral. Like it's crazy. Like just to put into perspective, I think your neutral and footsies carries over. So by the fact that Justin Wong is able to play, like I looked at his name to look up to make sure that he's won all these Canada events this year, right? He's played Skullgirls, Marvel vs. Capcom, Injustice, Dragon Ball, all the old Street Fighters. Just name a game Justin Wong's probably played at. That's where I strive to be. I would love to be a Daigo, but between Daigo and Justin Wong, I'm picking Justin Wong just because he's good at a repertoire of games, like of any game. Now, Daigo's obviously good at all Street Fighters, but I'm saying Justin Wong's good at Marvel. Justin Wong could be good at Dragon Ball. Justin Wong could be good at Soul Calibur. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But like I said earlier, Logan Sama said that has a U.S. player won a premier event, and lo and behold, we had 2 in winners finals, and then we had 2 in grand finals. So I love Logan. So when Logan, they had the CEO event with Jabali, he was a heel commentator, and if you don't know what that means, it's like the guy that roots for the bad guy, or he's kind of the jerk commentator. It's a balance. You want like a neutral guy. When you do a 3-man team, this is like a WWE lore thing, because I like wrestling. You want like a neutral guy who's call it indifferent. Then you gotta want a guy who's like plays to the females, plays to the crowd, plays to basically you want a guy that's like in your ear telling you what you should hear and want to hear. Then you want a guy that's kind of off and kind of like hates everything and is like, why are you there kind of guy. And Logan's great at being that why are you there kind of guy, but he's good at his job too, so it makes it even better. And I like that. I like that aspect, and I like his commentary. I definitely want to travel and visit the Winter Stays On thing. That's one thing that you guys don't know about me is I want to be able to go to like an NLBC. I want to be able to go to the Michigan Master. I guess that's their tournament. I want to go to the Michigan local with El Chicote, Alucard, Footwork, and all those guys, and input, output. And then I want to be able to go to like Winter Stays On, and then Wednesday Night Fights, and Super Arcade. Like I want to be able to travel. I just don't want to go to just the regular tournaments. I want to be able to go to the local tournaments too, because I feel like that's something you have to do as someone who wants to be an FGC and things of that nature too. Probably Lex took 3rd, Bonchek took 4th, TNI took 5th, Mago took 5th as well, CJ the Truth thought he played well, took 7th, and Momochi took 7th as well. And now there's a rumor, last thing, and then I'll get into the results of the rest of the tournament, but there's a rumor saying X-Kira is saying that there's supposed to be like 2 CAs, I think there's supposed to be another V reversal. Basically like double, so the rest of the stuff. So instead of just 2 big triggers, it's supposed to be 2 CAs, to this, to that, to this, and then the update. As the player in me is excited for it, but the commentator in me is scared crapless because it's hard learning this fighting game. It really is. So that's just more intimidating, more nerves for me. But I mean, I'll make it work. I definitely think that the FGC is like one of those communities that will help anybody get better. But I need to get better first. So that's definitely scary. But I'm all for it. If we do it, let's do it. I want to learn it. I think this is the best time to do it because the kind of state of the game is in a rough spot, and I love Street Fighter 5 more than 4. I know I'm saying a lot of hot takes, so this ever blows up, this is gonna crucify me. But I definitely think there's a balance issue in 5. I can admit that because it seems like literally everybody either plays Cammy. I think everybody either plays Cammy, Akuma, or you got like 2 mains. Because it's like Momochi finished top 8. Bonchan finished top 8. Momochi's not playing Kobe. And Bonchan is like the last Nash. The last Nash. Oh, actually, no, there's one on Twitter. I follow him too. I can't remember his name on top. I think it's. I know, I can see him. But I'm sorry. If I remember your name, I'll just shout you out or something on Twitter. But Bonchan's not even playing Sagat. And he's being the last Nash, and he's playing Karen. And he even matched Karen with Punk. You know, and I think Punk said it like, what? You better not. And then he won it. So it was super dope like that. But it's like, yeah, it seems like everybody's either a Cammy or Kuma main, or you have multiple characters. So if they do a balance patch, don't treat it like, because I feel like it's like, boom, say Capcom is Santa Claus, and all the characters are there for Christmas, right? I feel like Capcom takes the toy from, like, say, Laura, and gives it to Cam. That's how they do balance patches. So they're like, oh, Laura's too strong, we need to tone her down, let's give it to Cammy, even though Cammy's never been bad. But I don't feel like you have to do that. I feel like Capcom has enough money to where everybody can get a toy and everybody can eat. So if you're gonna balance it, don't just crucify one character and nerf them all the way to the ground. Just buff the characters that are bad. Like, I want to see more Fang. Like, last night in tournament on Reddit Fighting, we saw Blanca, and that was hype. Because we don't see Blancas. And he beat 2 good Urians. And we see a lot of Urians, we see a lot of Geese, well, there's also Gems, so I lost that. But, yeah, I want to see more variety. I want to be able to commentate more matches, because I'm, like, yeah, I mean, it's like the roster's what, almost 30 deep? Like, we should see pretty much damn near all the characters. Now I get there's going to be more popular characters than others, and obviously some characters are just hard to play, a la Zeku and the Knot, so you're not going to see a lot of those unless they're good, which they are, but, you know, you got to put time and effort in. But, yeah, I want to see more variety. So I'm okay with the rumors. If the rumor's true, I'm with it. Let's do it. But, because obviously season 4 is going to come too, so that's going to be interesting as well. Let's get into the rest of the results. Some notable 9th place finishes. Like I said, this is the premiere, so it was a lot of 700 points on board. So I think all the way to, I'm going to say 33rd-ish. Everybody got points, but I didn't write to 33rd, so I do apologize for that. I know one off the top of my head, Alex Myers, I think, got 33rd. That's just one noticeable. But some noticeable 9th place finishes. Haitani, Moke, Nephew, the Halloween player, Punk. Some noticeable 13th place finishes. GamerB, John Takeuchi, Smug, Sai Riddy. Some noticeable 17th places. Shine, Chris Tataria, Itabashi Zengi, Sabor, Chris G, Snafu, Oil King, and some noticeable 25th place finishes is Brian F, UYU Brian F, Snake Eyes, Human Bomb, and Ricky Ortiz. Now let's get into, I hate this, I'm sorry. I shouldn't use this part of the stream. I do apologize for that. It's probably gonna sound terrible on audio quality. So the top 10, as far as the CPT standings go. Fujimura in first place with a whopping 2,681 points. Problem X with 2,661 points. Tokido in 3rd place with 2,491 points. I don't think Tokido went anywhere. I don't think Fujimura went anywhere. Maybe not even Fudo. Maybe everybody took a break. Just knowing the fact that they got to travel to the U.S. this weekend because it's a premiere and I think it's the only event this weekend. So that's probably why they didn't do that. NL And Fudo in fourth place with a whopping 1,830 points. And in fifth place with a whopping 1,671 points. Infiltration with 1,600. Oil King with seventh place with a whopping 1,530. Justin Wong, actually just more than double his points, with a whopping 1,501 points. Sako in ninth place, 1,441 points, and Daigo rounding up top 10 with 1,422 points. I think even Justin Wong said, because he recently, I think like last month he announced he's engaged. Yeah, so he said something about becoming a family man, playing Monat, and then you win a premiere, and I think that's, and I don't know if, was Sako the last one to win a premiere? I feel like there's another premiere in between. But we're starting to get to the stage of the premieres, and we're starting to get to the stage of the Latin American Championship. I think the Japan Championship, or the Asia Region Championship is September 28th, I want to say, around that time. And we're starting to get there. And I know Red Bull is next month, or November. Yeah, in November. So we're getting close towards the end, baby. So these points matter. The biggest gains of the week were Mongo jumped up 9 spots to 24. Justin Wong won a premiere, jumped up 8 spots, but he's also in a good spot, being in 8th place. Do, jumped up 3 spots in 12th place. And biggest losses, I try to always pick the losses that matter, basically. The losses that are in the Capcom Cup, but they're positioning wise. That's how I try to base it off of. Cien drops 3 spots. Gachikun drops 3 spots as well. Cien drops to 14th. Gachikun drops to 15th. Akanu. I watch One Piece. Don't judge yourself. All right. Drops 3 spots to 30th, and then the first 4 out. This first 4 out roster is disgusting. I think Smug's near it too. I think Smug's like in the top 10 of the first 4 out, or top 10 of the first 10 out. I just said top 10 of the first 4 out. Yeah, it's been a while. It goes Punk, Storm Kubo, Cool Kid, and Big Bird. That's the first 4 out. So them spots are gonna come by fierce. I'm actually more, because off the top of my head, like I think Christitarian was there. I think Infiltration was there. Nemo was there. I'm trying to think of the Last Chance qualifiers. I'm actually more excited for this year's Last Chance qualifiers, especially where the game is. There's no like Sagat's not coming out in October and nothing like that. Everybody's out, so I'm more excited for this year's Last Chance qualifier than last year's. And Fujimura, honestly, I would rather be second, because you know who exactly you're playing. The Last Chance qualifier Punk last year got Nemo and lost, because it's Nemo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Nemo is like in the top half of Capcom Cup right now, so that's scary. The next event, like I said, I think between the 14th and the 16th, I think that's this weekend. It's SCR. It's a premiere event, the only event this weekend, so be sure to see the likes of everybody. I think Wednesday Night Fights is probably going to be lit this week too, so be sure to check that out. Let me talk about my local real quick. I went to my local this weekend. I only played Dragon Ball. Figured out my D-pad didn't work because I play on the Xbox One, so when I bought a PS4 controller, because I don't even have a PS4. My mom has a PS4, fun fact. And I had a lot of input errors, and I could have won a lot of games, but I didn't. So I finished 5th place. But the coolest thing about that event was the fact that one of my homies, shouts out to you, I think it's Renee. I want to say it's his name. Sorry if I pushed that. I know it starts with R though. But he was like, yo, we're going to make your dream a reality. My dream, like what? He said basically that they're gonna basically get a setup, and then I'm gonna be able to record over the tournaments doing commentary. I think after. I don't think we'll be able to do during it because the way that it's an open area. So the other side of the room is always on Saturday, so usually it's a busier day. And it's super loud on that side of the room, so it's kind of hard to hear and it'd be hard to commentate too. But basically, I could probably go home, upload all the videos to the tournament and commentate over them. So that's just a super blessing that my scene wants to do that, because we're not able to stream. We're not able to stream it. That's a lot of me being on Reddit fighting. So because I can't stream my local, I can't get better. So that's the only way I can get better. So I'm not local. But that's super dope that they want to do that, and that's super dope that they want to help me, and I want to help everybody. Because like my goal. So I'm going on a tangent here, but it is what it is. My goal is basically to make this series popular, to get this series to a point where I can interview people and do stuff like that. And then I want to get this series, because I like Mike Ross and Gutex and Flo, they paved the way. Like I watched like practically every Capcom recap that was on YouTube that I could. And then when it was on Twitch, that's a super dope idea. I loved everything about that show. And I want to be that guy. I know it kind of pushed Mike Ross outside the FGC, but if I still met Mike Ross today, I would tell him how much he needs me. He pays away. I would have never thought I could do this until I see it. Like I said, I want to be an FGC commentator, and one of my goals is to give back to my scene. I want to be able to give him like $1,000. Hell, if I could pay for internet in that place, I would. And I want to pay for quality internet too. And I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to sponsor players, and not only just players, but like maybe a TO or a commentator. Because hell, if like TOs are so important, or just people who help with the tournament in general, they're so important, because it's like they're literally going there just because they love the FGC. They're not going there to make money. They're not going there to compete. They're just going there to help. And yeah, if you want a free trip to go to these tournaments, to see get the experience, to play casuals, to help out, hell yeah, I'll sponsor you. And I want to be able to sponsor players too, because I want to make that dream a reality. Like I have so many things that I want to do and accomplish in the FGC. I gotta make money first, because obviously money is the root of all problems in my life. But that's one of my many goals too. So basically, support the series, man. I'm trying to make it. I want to be able to give back to everybody. I want to do giveaways on my YouTube channel. I want to be able to give tourney venues and stuff like that, because there's so many good players in the Midwest alone. Like I would love to sponsor like someone like Mike Too Strong, someone like Rob TV, someone like Trey F or Eric C. Or Blank whooped my ass in Dragon Ball. He was solid. His team synergy is godlike. I can see him doing well at a tournament, or even top hat. And I think there's a tournament in Iowa too. So make sure you tell everybody to vote for Be Heard in that one. I think that's it. I definitely want to cover some Injustice too. I plan on doing that tomorrow in a video. Just some tournament recaps and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I'm trying to be the best FGC commentator. I want to build this show and this recap show to a point to where it's not in my room and there's like the whole entire video. You know what I mean? I just want to grow. So be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with everybody. Yeah, man. Until next time. Peace.